All right. So, case when starts between Senator Natasha accusing the Senate president and the Senate of being corrupt and abusing power and oppression. It don't turn now. It is now the Federal Republic of Nigeria versus Senator Natasha. And guess what? It is a criminal suit.
So guys, make una see case wey start between Senator Akpabio and Senator Natasha. First of all, it started with seat matter. Now e don turn to federal government. As we speak now, the federal government of Nigeria don sue Senator Natasha. Una say the kind country wey we dey. After some kind people go come out, they talk, open their mouth, they talk. I don't just know what I will call waiting they talk. Let me be mindful of what I say, make it no be like how they insult people. This now waiting Senator Natasha accused Senator Akpabio. Wey be say na simple matter. Senator Akpabio go submit himself for investigation. No. They drag the matter since March. They drag the matter, they go. Now the federal government don't sue Senator Natasha. Come they bring Akpabio as the eyewitness. God. Nigeria. Who do was this thing? That person you no go better for him. Where the person wey do Nigeria this thing dey, you no go better for the person no. Waiting guys, make una check am now. Senator Natasha get issue with Senator Akpabio, fellow senators. Wey be say they suppose address the issue. They no address am. They drag the matter. From there, Yahaya Bello enter. Sandra Duru come out with her own confession. In the process of trying to expose Natasha, she exposed a lot of things. Wey be say involve Kayode Ekpeko to the IGP of police, involve Yahaya Bello himself, involve Ned Nwoko, and a whole lot of things surrounding this issue. Apart from this lawsuit against Senator Natasha, the whistleblower Mazi Obinna has also been arrested. You see the kind of country where they inside. They did not arrest Sandra Duru because she spoke against Senator Natasha. But the person they went ahead to arrest now Mazi Obinna will speak against the Sandra Duru. Because Mazi Obinna watched the interview, he did not even speak against Akpabio. The person when he testify against Sandra Duru. So why would they arrest him? Sandra Duru testify against Senator Natasha. She was not arrested. Guys, make una dey check am. But Mazi Obinna that testified against Sandra Duru was arrested. And they're not even against Akpabio, but against Sandra Duru was arrested because what Mazi Obinna did in that interview was to expose his conversation between himself and Sandra Duru. That was what he did. And the Nigerian police go arrest him. Meanwhile, the Sandra Duru was never arrested, was never invited to the police station, despite the fact that now this same Sandra Duru exposed Kayode Egbekutu's call on her phone. They did not arrest her. They did not see an issue with the fact that Kayode Ekpekutu number, therefore, a well-known blackmailer, a seasonal blackmailer. They did not see issue with that. Say make they go arrest him, but they go arrest whistleblower. Guys, when I say Nigeria, where would they come from? Abi where would they go? They're very, very far from where would they come from. It shows that this country can never get better with this same set of people, with this same set of ideology. This country cannot get better. And funny enough, when I saw the news yesterday in the comment section that says the federal government has sued Senator Natasha, I saw some gullible Nigerians see they clap hands, say ain't good for Senator Natasha. As in a normal situation, in a sane country, is that what they should be asking? The question that people should be asking, like waiting some other person still write for the comment section, how this matter take concern the federal government? Please, somebody help me to type in the comment section your opinion, how this matter take concern federal government. And I beg again, make una still remind me. I think they said the President Tinubu set up investigative panel. What happened to that investigative panel? I don't really understand, because I can remember vividly also that Senator Akpabio stepped down from that investigative panel. And I see for news, some people, they clap hand for him. Now, those people, they clap hand for him. They go still clap hand for him now. Say, he won't come become witness to the case we're supposed to be against him. Nigeria go make person head burst as a problem where they this country. The kind of things where the leaders of this country they do, not things where be say unimaginable. You cannot even start to think about it. As in, How is this case? The former Senate President Bukola Saraki told the Akpabio, advised Akpabio, submit yourself for proper investigation. But no, he did not. Instead, they bring out different case. Sandra Duru don't come out. After Sandra Duru say in lies, no fit work. Now federal government don buy the matter. Nigeria. Shey as we speak now, Adiola said she have another whistleblower. She get interview with them on Saturday. We go follow this matter. Shey you see this matter, this Senator Natasha matter, we go die well. Nigerians are really eager to know how this case want to end. But the ones that wey dey laugh we wan know how this matter go take end. Now I want to make another point before I drop this video. They said Senator Natasha went to UN to expose Nigeria, to disgrace Nigeria. What is happening right now? This federal government involvement, which disgrace pass that one? For the mere fact say Tinubu set up an investigative panel. The investigative panel did not even do their work. Then the next thing, the federal government, they go sue Senator Natasha. Which embarrassment and disgrace pass this one as a country? So guys, I'm going to drop other reactions for you guys to watch. Please, after that, help me to subscribe to this channel, because more updates are really going to unfold. There will be more information to drop to you guys concerning this.
All right, quick updates, guys. Nigeria has sued Senator Natasha, as in the court document says Federal Republic of Nigeria versus Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan. Is the president aware that the country of Nigeria is now suing Senator Natasha? I actually thought that she committed treason when I saw the court document, or she tried to overthrow the government, or she attempted a coup. No, they are accusing her of a number of offenses. Number one, they are saying that on April 3rd, during a live interview on Channels TV, that she said that the Senate President Akpabio and former governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello, were plotting to kill her. Okay, I don't know if she should have said that or not, but that looks to me like an issue between her and Akpabio and Yahaya Bello. Why is the Federal Republic of Nigeria the one suing the senator? Lawyers in the comment section, please enlighten us. Why is it that the federal government is particularly interested in this case? Because some people will say this is just another way of trying to intimidate the senator. Of course, I know this is not the first time that we will have Nigeria versus, somebody, or even America versus, somebody. But I'm just really curious about why the federal government of Nigeria is particularly interested in this case, that they will now take it up as a federal offense. If you look at page 1, under statement of offense, they said making imputation knowing or having reason to believe that such imputation will harm the reputation of a person, contrary to section 391 of the Penal Code law, and punishable under section 392 of the same law. It looks like they are worried that the senator is trying to ruin the reputation of Senator Akpabio as well as former Governor Yahaya Bello. What I am trying to understand is why it is the federal government that is trying to fight for Senator Akpabio and Governor Yahaya Bello. Why can't these two people sue her? And if we are truly practicing democracy, government of the people, by the people, for the people, it means all of us Nigerians, we are the government. So now it is as if we are all suing the senator. As in, is it today that this woman has been saying that Yahaya Bello is after her life? In 2019, when thugs attacked her convoy, by the way, she said that the police were right there. She said at that time that Yahaya Bello was after her life. Now, how come the Federal Republic of Nigeria did not sue her then? Why can't Akpabio and Bode Yahaya sue her in their own names? How is this a federal case? And then another offense that they have against her, and I actually feel embarrassed by this one. As a Nigerian, I am embarrassed on behalf of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. How can you say that you are suing her? Because one woman claimed that the senator called her and told her that the Senate president is involved in organ harvesting. The thing is in the court document. Have you seen it? On page 6. And once again, they explain that making imputation, knowing or having reason to believe that such imputation will harm the reputation of a person, contrary to section 391 of the Penal Code law. So they are suing her based on the claims by Sandra Duru. You know the funny thing, a lot of people did not even take Sandra Duru seriously when I did the video about all her bogus claims that she made during her live video. And so it's kind of ridiculous that somebody that people did not take seriously, you know, there's now a federal government lawsuit based on her claims. Like, it's ridiculous. What about all the other bogus claims that she made during that her Facebook live? And what about the fact that while showing us her call logs, that we saw the Senate president called her multiple times that day, or whoever she saved as the Senate president? Why can't we find out who she saved as the Senate president? She even put SP, not just Akpabio, she put SP. Why can't we find out who called her multiple times that day before she went live to now say that Senator Natasha did this, and that? You know, the shameful thing, guys, is the second whistleblower that I interviewed, Mr. Obina, the one that said that he's afraid for his life, he was picked up on Thursday morning, 3 a.m., by the way. Multiple reports said they picked him up at 3 a.m. By the way, when I was interviewing this guy, I asked him, are you willing to cooperate with authorities, with security forces, if they should invite you for questioning? And he said, yes, the guy is willing to cooperate. But no, instead of inviting him for questioning on regular hours, they kukuma go and pick him up at 3 a.m. And he's allegedly been transferred to Abuja from Imo State. Are you not afraid of...
I'm scared shitless here. I'm scared. I'm very shitless here. But what can I say? I have to do what I have to do. I know that my life is in danger for what I'm doing here right now. I know I'm in big danger. There's nobody backing me. I don't have the support of anybody. I'm just doing this on my own.
I mean, if you know that what you are doing is right, why wait till 3 a.m. to bust into his house and basically kidnap him? Did I mention that this whistleblower hinted that the Senate President Akpabio is one of the sponsors of Sandra Duru? He said in the interview that Sandra was always telling him about number three. I wonder who advises these guys, because arresting Obina, especially at 3 a.m., confirms for most Nigerians at least that this woman in America, Sandra Duru, is indeed hired by Akpabio. The woman is presently celebrating on her Facebook page that they sued Senator Natasha. In fact, she's hinting that she brought Natasha down. Wow. By the way, someone reached out to me after I talked about Sandra Duru. He's an American man. This man insists that he needs to share how Sandra Duru allegedly scammed him and how she allegedly wrongfully accused him of rape with evidence. He's coming on the show with evidence and how they went to court and everything, and he won the case, by the way. Join me live on Saturday for that. He will also explain how that relates to the case of Senator Natasha. Now, guess who are the witnesses in this court case? Akpabio, Yahaya Bello, Sandra Duru. I'm like, shoo, what are they going to testify now? That Senator Natasha committed a federal crime? Honestly, Mr. President, and if Tinubu doesn't do something, it means that Akpabio and Yahaya Bello can silence a whole senator. So what hope do regular Nigerians have? You know, I can see why a lot of people have lost hope in Nigeria, but I will never lose hope in Nigeria. I could know that this woman will overcome, because the more they go after her, the more people see the injustice.
So the federal government of Nigeria has now resolved that all criminals in this country that has been terrorizing the peace and progress of this country will now be flushed out. This revigorated, renewed hope or agenda is to ensure that Nigeria is safe for a lot of these miscreants and criminals. So because of that, any beer criminal they are pursuing, whether or not they're in the south, they're in the north, they're in the east, they're in the west, it's massive. Unfortunately, the only challenge is that instead of pursuing the criminal, they have decided to pursue somebody that they think is more deadly than the criminal. So Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan is the federal government new focus, and of course, ably engineered by the chief engineer that can engineer any engineering, but not the engineer that can remove poverty and remove hunger from the land. Senator Akpabio, aided by Yahaya Bello, former governor. And unfortunately, anytime I remember Yahaya Bello, I remember that there was an EFCC chairman that vowed out. So Yahaya Bello is now a witness to the federal government of Nigeria. Okay, maybe I'll to the federal government of Nigeria on a charge or a criminal charge against Senator Natasha. The same federal government that is detesting corruption, the same Yahaya Bello that is on EFCC watch list, the same Yahaya Bello that is supposed to be a fugitive because of the nonsense, the crimes he has committed against Kogi people, the same Yahaya Bello is now going to be a witness. You dey see am? You dey see am? Guess who else is a witness? Dr. Sandra Duru. AKA, I know nobody, I support nobody, I'm here for justice. Sandra Duru is going to be a witness. So let's get into the details. So officially, the federal government of Nigeria has now filed a criminal charge against Senator Natasha for allegations of assassination conversations. Of course, Senator Natasha on 2 occasions. First in I think, I can't remember which one was first, but I think she said that on national TV, on China's TV, and also while she visited her people, the famous triumphant entry into her senatorial district where she came on air after she was blocked on water, land, and even and then of course she was very, very vocal and said that, right? So the beautiful thing is that federal government is the one suing, but of course Akpabio and the what's her name, and his name Asukwo, Senator Asukwo, and Yahaya Bello. I almost said Senator Yahaya Bello because that's the goal. The goal is to send Natasha to jail for this crime so that Yahaya Bello can, because all of the other plans they had, they wanted to do to block her, suspend her for life. It wasn't working. Then recall her, it did not work. They now wanted to do a media detonation of her popularity and her voice by using fake serial blackmailer and criminal Sandra Duru. That did not work. Now they are resorted to the, and did Natasha not mention all of this? Because the problem is the problem. They have so all of this one will still fail. It will still fail. How can number 3 man in Nigeria, former governor of 8 years, with all of the attendant powers, responsibility, influence on one woman, all of them have continued to fail. This one will still fail. Jobless federal government. Now, the Attorney General of Federation that has been the most embarrassing in recent time. You don't see where to weak power. Now you are so happy. You want to jump on something like this. This is something that you want to do. Whereas there have been several. See, I see the talker. Except imprisoning Senator Natasha will end criminality, insecurity, and all of the vices in this country. That's really where these things will fly. If you think that sending her to jail, Nigeria will suddenly become a first-class secured society, no wahala. Because I wonder what you are achieving. Babylon wants to weed his influence. Everybody, because ego. They are asking for you to come to the panel investigating the sexual harassment. You said no, you don't want. But now you are open to criminal charge and you want to stand as witness. Sandra Duru is also coming to stand as witness. The same person that said I know nobody. The other day they said it's not a problem. So how did you get into all of this mess? Because of one person. Guess what? Anything against this criminal gang guy did. Oh, and I don't know which I they talk. When I say this, I think I they lie. Let alone when somebody is standing with the people asking. Even if I have not benefited from Senator Natasha's developmental strides, the people of, I'm yet to see that the people of Kogi Central, they are complaining to say, wow, we made a mistake. They have not. They have stood with her. She's done her bit. She's impacted her people. That's all. Can Yahaya Bello even beat his chest to say what he did for 8 years, that he is proud of what he did? That failed government. Then you put your puppets there so that you can sit. You, common criminal, all of you have now ganged up. Common thieves have now ganged up to say Natasha is the problem. This one will still fail. Is it the first? It's not the first attempt. It's not the first, not the second, not the third, not the fourth. Again, this one will still fail. We'll be here and we'll report it. No, we are waiting. IJOP police, bring it on. Nigeria, all of these are built. We are building the files. By the time Nigerian people will respond to you people very soon, we will now begin to count all of this. All of your charges are with us. Use your power now. Put criminal charges. Nigerians are building their own charges. When the time comes, we'll submit the charges. And Nigerians, poor, indigent, vulnerable Nigerians that lack power, that lack secured environment, all of them will be witnesses against you people. No wahala. Drill out the way you like. Nigerians will also come. Have a nice day.
The Nigeria no happen to us. Abeg, before I talk about this article I saw, which is the federal government of Nigeria suing Senator Natasha. You don't understand? I have to check. Who is the federal? Okay, before I go there, I want to ask the IG of police. No, I'm not going to shout. What's going on, sir? You know I made a video pointing out that your number, or not your number, your name was spotted in Sandra Duru's phone. IGP Kayode, the Commissioner of Police Imo State. Seeing you people's name, both Akpabio and the rest in her list is so somehow, and I spelled it out. Two persons have come outside to say that this Sandra Duru is a liar. They've brought evidence that they've worked with her, and her accusations against this lady, Senator Natasha, is false. In fact, the main accusations. Please tell Nigerians why one of the persons who came to willingly confess that I've worked with this lady Sandra for years. I know most of her shady deals, but you see this one she's doing, I'm not in support of. This lie is too much and can send this innocent woman to prison. See receipts, see evidence. Tell me why this same man, who should be invited honorably to your office to avail you more information, is being picked 3 a.m. in the middle of the night this morning and is to be transported to Abuja first thing tomorrow morning. Why? Why, sir? As a matter of fact, there's no petition against him in the Imo State Command. The only thing there is directive from the IG. Kai, Nigeria. Sometimes I fear for my life, or I rather die than keep quiet. I'm not even seeing him on any blog. It is the human rights lawyer that is trying to make her to know what's going on. Mazi Obinna's name also appeared on Sandra Duru's phone when she turned her camera in the bid of trying to expose Natasha. See Mazi Obinna there. He now came out, I am the Mazi Obinna. See receipt. In fact, this woman that came to speak against Natasha was paid by my madam Sandra Duru, Professor Ngbeke. See receipts, yes. See voice recording of her thanking my madam. People should listen.
Sis, no, don't tell me you made that kind of transfer. It's not true. I don't even want to talk now. Yeah. This is way too much now. No, let me come and speak to my boys now. Crazy, everybody's gonna go crazy now. Wow. God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I didn't expect that. Thank you. I'll still talk to you. Can I buy my card? That other angle, don't talk. I take care of the matter like this.
You might be wondering how come Mazi Obinna has this recording of her madam. It was when he confronted the madam, said, I see this woman, she be like she talk in your favor. And Sandra Duru, Professor Ngbeke, told him, oh, she's on my team. Forwarded screenshots of her and the woman to Mazi Obinna. The screenshots you see there, there's a voice note. That's the voice note you just listened to. This guy brought out so much that in a sane society, he will be led with convoy into protection immediately. Why is he being picked by the same police 3 a.m. in the morning? No access to his phone or anything anymore. Mona, come outside, though! Except there's another case, there's no what Sandra Duru cannot do does not exist. And to think that all of your contacts are in her phone, it break my heart. Sandra Duru, one is supposed to find us now, take her and come back. Is now a witness in the federal government case against Natasha. Is a witness. It's too messy. Federal government against Natasha. And Yahaya Bello is also a witness. Even Akpabio is a witness against